We are breaking down the most overpowered route in the entire game, which is the comeback route. If you start utilizing comeback routes more in your games, you will move the ball easier than ever before. Comeback routes get open against literally every coverage, and we're going to talk about exactly why in this video, and then also talk about how you can defend comeback routes if you're facing them when you're on defense. And so to start, let's just talk about how comeback routes do against zone coverage. And so right here, we're going to have a shaded down cover 3 against our comeback route on the left side. And we're going to see it, this comeback route is going to get wide open. And in this case, it is helped to get even more open because of the streak from our receiver in the slot on the left side. But even without a streak pulling it deep, you're going to see that one-on-one, an outside third defender will not be able to guard a comeback route. You can still throw it with a pass lead down, and that's an easy completion. Now, a little tip about throwing comeback routes in college football, which doesn't really apply to Madden, is that you want to put your comeback routes on the short side of the field. Because in college football, the hash marks are so wide, when you throw comeback routes to the wide side, while they are still throwable, they're a much tougher throw. And so right here, just really quick, I want to look at this comeback route on the wide side of the field. And you're going to see that it's not going to be nearly as open as our throw to the short side because the ball spends so much longer in the air. Now, actually right there, that's kind of the best case scenario. And so in that case, obviously it worked out. But in general, I would say I've had a lot more success throwing comeback routes to the short side. And so in that case, again, maybe we just have a great receiver out there and he got the separation anyway. But in general, my strong recommendation is going to be to have your comeback routes on the short side because it's such a shorter throw compared to throwing to the wide side. But that zone coverage, let's look at man coverage. We can audible to cover one hole, and we're going to see that once again, these comeback routes absolutely cook man coverage. Again, you're just going to kind of pass lead it down and outside on the break. And right there, our guy kind of had a weird little hitch in his break. I don't know why he did that. We can go ahead and run it one more time, though. And as long as we just pass lead this ball down and outside, you can see that it's an easy completion along the sideline. So we looked at zone coverage, looked at match coverage, or looked at man coverage. Now we can talk about match coverage. And match coverage can be an interesting one because some people really struggle versus match coverage. We had someone in our Discord just today talk about how they were struggling against someone who was only running match coverage. Well, it turns out you can just use a comeback route against match coverage as well. This is cover 4 quarters. We're going to see right here that it's still going to get wide open underneath the cornerback in the outside quarter zone. And this is going to be super consistent. Call any match coverage you want. The comeback route is going to win every time. Here it is one more time, cover 4 quarters. You can see he gets the inside leverage with his possession catch along the sideline. That is an easy completion.